Libra, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-February 2026, and I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the look. She gave me a look. The link for that in the description box below if you want. I was going to tell you about it after my spiel, but Cosmo just gave me a look like, what the fuck is that about? She's playing with, well, she's not playing, she was grooming, and then she gave me a look. Because I think he left, and I think her look was like, was it me? No. Anyways. Let's see. The overall energy for the reading, the Fool. Pretty cool energy here, despite the energies that I'm seeing in the reading, which we'll get there, don't fret. Pretty open energy, you know, on your end. Starting off the reading, you get the Page of Swords crossed by the Five of Swords. You're doing something here. It's not a lot of energy being put here on your end. It's just a little bit, but there's something deceptive around it. And I'm not sure if it's your deception in the sense of doing something even though you feel like you shouldn't, or if it's a deception coming from the outside, like the whole whatever you're part of there seems to be deceptive. I don't know what it's about yet, but in your focus, the Hermit, that's why you're open, because you're very inward right now. You're very connected to yourself by the looks of it. So that's why your energy stays open despite the little, it's not a lot, it's just little spots here that are a little, something's going on. In the recent past, the Hierophant, yeah, there's been a lot of healing done on your end. By the looks of it, there's been a lot of you staying in touch with yourself, you almost, you know, living and breathing healing, basically. So I'm not surprised to see you in this kind of steady energy, nice energy on you. In your Strength, the Queen of Swords, there's clarity over there. There's you knowing exactly what you're about. That's why this energy here that starts the reading, it's like, okay, I see you kind of put together here. So what is this? Why is there this there? But we'll see. In the immediate future, the Justice card, definitely you stepping into your power there. All good. Come in full circle here, big time on your end. Your energy is super strong, super stable. Supporting this reading, the Eight of Wands. There's an energy exchange, and that's where the issue is. Because with what? With who? What's going on there? You know, that's what I think this is related to. As far as you're concerned individually, you got it together. As far as this situation goes, what's going on there, you know? The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Eight of Cups, it's because you're kind of disconnected from it, from what I can see. But it's still here somehow. So maybe that's the deceptive part. You're still giving energy to something that you feel no connection to anymore, you know? In your hopes and fears, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you want to be done with it. You want it almost makes it look awkward. Like, okay, let's say you've had a falling out with a friend, right? And you get invited to the same party at some point, and you find each other face to face, and it's like, hi, you know, how have you been? Yeah, good. But it's an awkward feeling to it, type of a deal, because it's like none of you probably want to have anything to do with one another or something, but it's like, but we have to, because we're in the same room. That's how, you know, it's polite, it's nice. Who says? If you, like, what do you mean, not even acknowledge them? No, say hi, but that's about it. And, you know, if you don't need to know how they've been and shit like that, you don't need to know, you know. There's no, well, that's not nice. According to who? You know, is it your nice or societal norms? Or I think that's what the situation is, because you're disconnected from it, and you want to be disconnected from it if it's not official yet that, okay, we're done here or something. In the potential outcome, the Knight of Cups. You're looking pretty good here. You're looking like you're opening up your heart to something, like you're potentially starting to invest in something there, even emotionally. So let's clarify. Let's see. Let me do the Fool. You get the Judgment card, the Six of Cups, the Ten of Swords. Yeah, you again, from an energetic standpoint, you seem to be done with something here. This is the part in which it all kind of pans out to, okay, now is the time to bring it to fruition, to make it happen, because I already feel it, so now is the time to deliver the message. Like, hey, I'm done here, or something. There is a soul connection at play. It could be a friendship. It could be more than that, I don't know, but that's kind of how I'm getting it for now. Let's do the Page of Swords. The Five of Pentacles, the Sun, the Tower. Yeah, nah, you're way done here. You're way done. Ooh, that's kind of brutal, but I'm getting a strong sense of whatever happened here crapped on your happiness or something like that. That's kind of how it's playing out. That's kind of how it hits me. So I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if it was a falling out. I don't know who did what. It doesn't really matter. The aftermath of whatever happened feels like that. Like somebody literally crapped on your happiness or something like that. So based off of only that feeling shows up a situation, well, an energy that says you're done. The thing is, you're still here. Maybe this is the party. Maybe you're not, actively seeking whoever this is. Maybe you just run into them at somewhere. And maybe that's why there's still energy there being put into there. Even though underneath all that, there's the crapping on happiness part. For the Five of Swords, you get the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Okay. Oh, okay, so that's how you justify it. It's like, it's work in progress. I'm still working on whatever happened, and I'm still trying to learn from it and heal from it, and, there's history there, like you don't want to shut it down in the sense of I don't want to see your face ever again. And I think it remains as one of those, if I see you in public, I'll try to be nice to you. I'll try to say hi at least, So there's that type of, okay. For the Hermit, in your focus, you get the Ten of Wands, the Devil, the High Priestess. Ooh. Okay, this looks like judgment. That somebody's calling intuition. Somebody's saying, well, I feel that this, that, and the other. But when this, that, and the other, meaning they're judging the shit out of whoever that is that they're talking to. And in all honesty, usually I'm getting this being your focus as you. But in all honesty, I can't tell if that's you. You would know if it's you, and hopefully you're honest with yourself if you're doing that. But it seems like somebody's really, really feeling strongly about this being their intuition. No. That's judgment. Because it also feels like crap to them after they deliver what their intuition told them. Because, and I think it's harsh judgment too. Okay. Let's do the Hierophant in the recent past. You get the Fool, the Knight of Wands, the Hangman. Okay, super free energy here. Super flower power at its finest. You in how your energy shows up here. I'm not sure if it's related to this situation in which maybe things have been that way. you know, or if it's just you saying, hey, you know, I've worked a lot on myself, I deserve to be happy, so I'm going to show up exactly like that in the world, and that's just the energy that's coming through. But it's a beautiful energy. Let's do the Queen of Swords in your strength, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely in a stage of moving on here from something. Walking away further and further away from something that maybe used to be stable, used to be good. You're carrying a sense of stability with this, but looking for something else. Let's do the Justice card in the immediate future, the World card, the Page of Wands, the Three of Wands. You are going to come to a closing of this cycle completely. I see it down the road. It's just not going to happen anytime soon. From an energetic standpoint, this cycle will be closed, just not as soon as you think. You may even think now, no, I'm done with this. What do you mean? Okay. Energetically speaking, no. Not yet. It's there. You'll feel it when it's coming. You'll feel the excitement of it. Oh my God, now it's here. Yeah. Okay. Let me do the Eight of Wands for the supportive energies. You get the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, the Three of Swords. If there is any kind of interaction here still, I feel like, as far as you're concerned, you're trying to be... You know how sometimes we're hurt by a situation and we may come from that pain. When we address someone, we may be projecting. We may be, you hurt me, you stupid. Who the hell knows? So sometimes we act from our pain, right? When something really hurt us. You're trying to differentiate between that. You're trying to not do that. If anything, you're trying to be quite fair to the whole situation and trying to establish when you're hurt by whatever happened. And in those times, I see you actively kind of either taking some time or, you know, not coming out with it because you're recognizing, hey, this is my pain talking. It's not what I want to say here, you know? So it's quite nice how your awareness is kind of taken over here, over things, and really determining what would be a good way to address something that you may want to address here and not come from your own pain or your own anger towards the situation. Okay, so this definitely is teaching you that, at least. Oh, that's why you're trying to be nice at the party. For the Eight of Cups, in the hidden energies, you get the Emperor, the Chariot, the Three of Pentacles. No, you're no longer emotionally connected here. You used to be, you're even acknowledging that this connection was quite strong. It taught you a lot, you learned a lot from it, but your heart is not there anymore. It's not in it. There's a complete emotional shutdown here on your end when it comes to this dynamic. Let me do the Ten of Swords. In your hopes and fears, you get the Hermit, the Hierophant, the Temperance card. I think you're tired too to keep up with this. I think there's a lot of maybe exhaustion on your part with this. And not only with this, with the healing that this may have provided for you. I'm not seeing you stating something like, I'm so fucking done with this, it's not even funny, but I do see the exhaustion from it. And sometimes we need to give ourselves a break from even healing, you know? Sometimes we need some breaks. If something has been too much to deal with, or even if it hasn't been that much to deal with, but it brought up a lot of stuff for you, you've been at this for a minute here, and I do see quite the progress, and I do see quite the growth on your end. But it does come with the tone of, I'm exhausted, I'm tired. So sometimes just, don't look at things from the perspective of heal. I need to heal everything. Sometimes just be. That is healing in itself, but it's also providing you with a little bit of a rest from pretty much everything. Because it gets exhausting, man, sometimes. Some things are too much. And we need to recharge from time to time, even from healing. For the Knight of Cups in your potential outcome, you get the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. Because over there you're showing up as flipping. Like your heart is starting to open back up to this. But from that, you may interpret it as, well then, I gotta show up for it, right? Because I feel things again. So I gotta go and knock at their door. Like it comes with this, a need to act. Which that's what makes it look deceptive. Because it's like, do you need to, like your heart opening up to it? It's a good thing. That means that there has been quite a lot of acceptance and a lot of things and a lot, because whoever this is probably going to still be in your heart even when you're disconnected from your heart and you're not feeling it, so the fact that your heart opens back up again, in a sense of maybe you're more accepting, maybe you're more understanding of their side of the fence and things like that. Who knows what will open up your heart there, but I see it opening back up to something here. And if it is to the potential of, hey, maybe try something here, maybe, I don't know, then be honest about, do you really want to? Or is that just your heart opening up and that's it? I don't know. There's something deceptive about, not about your heart opening up to it. That part is great. It's awesome. About the part in which you translate that as, well, now I got to act on something. When it comes to the situation, give yourself a month. After you feel, okay, my heart is opening up, give yourself a month. The situation ain't going anywhere. If it's meant to open back up, it will. But give yourself a month to make sure that, no, you don't need to act. You just need to feel what's going on there. It might invite you to another chapter of healing over this situation or something. The aspect of acceptance, maybe. Who the hell knows? But let's see what the universe has. The Four of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Three of Wands. Yeah, you're saying I haven't felt it for a long time. Like I felt quite disconnected here, and I haven't felt that love, that sparkle, that something. And a lot of the times when that happens, we don't realize that may be happening not necessarily because of the other person. Maybe we shut down somewhere along the way. And then when we open back up, it's like, oh, you've changed. You did something. No, you didn't. Something happened within you that you access your heart again, So when that happens again, maybe you do have to do something, but give yourself some time to make sure that that's what that is an invitation for, Let's do the Shaman's Dream Oracle. Watchers, transpersonal, number 60. Wasn't that a thing? The Watcher, the family that got the letters of the Watcher. I think it was a thing. Serendipity, the observer/witness, transpersonal. When watchers appear, it is an invitation to stop doing. Pause, get off the treadmill and take a deep breath. Find the witness within, the one who can observe the fire and fury happening around you, but is not caught in any of the drama. The time is right to step back. If you have a thought or opinion, keep it to yourself. If you have a feeling that needs to be expressed, do it in the shower. Do not engage with the action happening around you. Simply observe. Watchers show up to direct your attention to the horizon and away from the anthill in front of you. Others might think you are simply doing nothing, but let them know that you are helping the sun to set in the evening sky. There are bigger things to attend to. You have spent such a long time trying to correct the course of events and the actions of others. Let it be for a short while, as you become the observer rather than the doer. The watchers invite you to break free from the linear, casual pace of the petty day-to-day, rise to divine coincidence, to serendipity, and notice how the act of seeing the heart of the matter produces results. Things happen without you doing anything. Creation unfolds in its own mysterious way, requiring only a sacred witness. So take a break. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.